Did you test these?
No.
What protocol? What protocol? Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. It's good to be with you, and I greet you in agape love. Today is the day after Christmas, the 26th. That's a good number. The 26th of December, 2019. And I'm honored to be with you, and I'm very grateful that you decided to come and join us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I decided to do my UB2B tonight is because I'd like to gather our thoughts. I'd like to solidify them. I'd like to put them in a nice little box where we can wrap a nice little blue ribbon around it, and put it away until after the 1st of January to see where we're at with this study of ours. Now, before we get to talking, it is so important that we make it clear there is no date and there is no rate that we are giving you. We're not presenting it. We're not hinting it. If we talk about a date, it's because it's prudent to our study. We're not saying that that is the date it's going to happen. You understand that? That is so important that we establish that. In the same manner, we don't have a rate. The CBI has already told you they're coming out at 1-to-1. And funny, we need to talk about it. And we did, and we do. And we've expressed our thoughts behind it, right? So, once again, no date, no rate to be offered from this study. Okay? Okay. Now, we're going to, let me play you a little something. It won't be too long. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at our fireflies reports. Not just eddies, but our fireflies. And um, and as much as I may not agree with all of my teams, that doesn't mean that I don't bring you their opinion. I believe that it is, again, the word prudent, important, necessary to bring you the point of view from the people in the streets. Although every time that we do, it's proven wrong. They're never going to come. We showed up, Eddie, or I shouldn't say Eddie. We showed up. They're not going. They're never. They're never going to. Get rid of the PM and give us the PM we want. You got rid of the PM. You're getting the one you want. We're never ever going to see purchasing power added to our currency. The CBI is talking to the citizens of Iraq. So, anyways, we're going to play you something between me and Delta. And then there are two recordings. I don't know if I'm going to do them both. And I also am not going to play the full length of these recordings. This first one is 17 minutes long. Maybe I'll play like about 5 minutes of it. Because the beginning part of it, that's what's important. Now, I'd like for you to pay attention to what we are talking about. And this first recording, well, there are things that that the CBI is doing, and unless you understand what that action, that movement, that procedure, what it was really about, you won't be able to catch on that. Oh my goodness, that's related to our investment. Yes, it is. Listen, listen to this beginning part of this recording between me and Delta. Please enjoy. Long and boom, it's recorded now. This is Delta, ladies and gentlemen, and he has a quick little report. I'm sorry, Manny. Do you mind saying it again? Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. Basically, what happened yesterday, last night, I went to the chat and I told this basically information that went to the team chat. But today, for the one that they didn't have a chance to look at it last night, basically what it is supposedly they have the committee in the parliament, the education committee in the parliament. They stated that in the budget 2020, they set the grant for students, and the amount is $30,000 only.
That doesn't make any logic. That doesn't add up, does it?
Absolutely doesn't add, because even because yesterday that's why I went to chat and I asked the question before I just give this information out, because I just got it fresh last 24, 48 hours.
They told me you were having fun in team chat. They told me you were having fun there last night.
Sometimes I go there, have fun with the family, and we team chat, back and forth. So for those that they cannot sleep, graveyard people, they can join us sometimes. So I go there sometimes and have some fun with the family. I really enjoy it. It's a very nice kind of atmosphere back and forth, and I love it. I love the whole family and the whole kind of chat there. So I asked the questions before I give this information in team chat, that what's the average grant that student get, for example, in the U.S.? So the reason I asked that, because I know the $30,000 doesn't make any sense,
right?
But a lot of them, they tell me it depends, which is, I know that, because I know that tuition is very expensive, the grant is very expensive, to study in any place, especially in the U.S. So even $30,000, if you even calculate that 1-to-1, even $30,000, that might make sense for Iraq. I'm not sure, but it was really very low, because $30,000 at this rate is not even $25, and that doesn't make sense. Even if they're going to give it to them for a month or whatever, which is, they give it to them the whole year. They're like how the U.S. works too. But that was very interesting, to see them basically talking about, the 2020 budget. They do have specific grants for students, and that was the amount, which is doesn't make any sense at all. Which is more confirmation that what all of us, in our opinion, what we were waiting for, that it's right there.
I'm glad that you brought this up, Manny. I saw it. And honestly, Delta, I guess I was so busy in my mind. And then last night they told me, Claire or someone told me, that you were in there having fun with everybody on this subject. And again, I figured, well, let me get the notes from you later. Thank you so much for calling. We'll play this tonight and we'll let them know. It is interesting because it's a telltale sign that even 1-to-1, I don't think would be decent enough for that. What's it going to pay for 1 year?
Something like that. What is, they have it set salaries, because the budget, they give it to them. Even if they give it to them, let's say a monthly, right? Which, if you think about it, it's still not enough. $25. What are you going to do with $25 a month, for example? Still, either way, doesn't make sense. But the other part that I'm calling you is, I put my hand on one of the interviews that took place in 2018, at the end of 2018.
Right.
And this basically, an interview, they're basically talking about making the Iraqi dinar, and the reporter basically talking to, again, the same guy, not this Muhammad Dagher, but talking to the other guy, Chanoun.
Yeah.
Remember this guy that has an interview, and he said that, we must live the 3 zeros of not this year. It has to happen next year, which this was last year.
Yeah.
Which he was talking about this coming year. So there was 3 departments. One of them was the receiving departments that received the money, and you can see right there when this reporter talking to this guy from the CBI, a huge quantity of white plastic bags and all full of money. Of course, you cannot see it. You cannot see what's inside, but you can see that section. There's a three-part of this, basically interviews with three different people, and they're in charge. And also on the CBI. The other one, it shows you all the 25,000 notes that they're receiving, and then they're showing you how they're shredding those notes.
Fascinating.
Not part of it. So it gives you an indication that in 2008, we know they started a long time ago, and when they say lifting the 3 zeros behind closed doors, we know they're doing it already, but they're not showing it to you. So when the time is right and they let you pull the trigger, the job will be easier for them because they already collected as much as possible from those basically 3 zero notes. But you can see all of them, and then he was talking about when those back go and deposit their their deposits, what they call them. Of course, the CBI take them, they shred the bad ones, they keep the good ones, and etc. But it was very interesting because this guy asked him about the process, how the process exactly worked, and this guy, which is in charge in printing the money of the Iraqi dinar, this guy from the CBI, he told him that the company basically that's printing the money, they're in charge in that. After the money is printed, they send it to Baghdad International Airport, and there's a special committee from the Central Bank of Iraq. They're in charge to go receive those basically money. But when they go there, they take with them, of course, a security from the interior minister, armored trucks or something like that to go there for security purpose. And they receive them. And when they receive them, they put them there. But I can send that to Tank if you want to just.
Sure, please send it, and we can show it tonight.
I'll send to you the new thread because for some reason I don't know how to do that, but I want to send it to her, and she can put it like last time. I don't have to translate that anyway, it's in Arabic, but I want the family to look at it, and the pictures will tell a lot. I mean, you'll see it there. That was from 2018.
Man, Delta, just the fact that they're destroying them tells me a lot. Now, I don't want, there is the option that they're destroying them because they're worn and torn and bringing them in. Okay, fine. But we also know what their monetary reform, what their process is right now. They're collecting them, they're destroying them because they're going to introduce the new small category notes to replace them. Very good, Delta. Very good. You saw that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, listen, were you done, by the way? Because I wanted to ask you one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I lost the recording that I had with you, and I figured this is a good time to just very quickly. We had Muad Muhammad that came out and talked about, we got the orders, we're doing it. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Muhammad Mahmoud Tagir, yeah.
Then we have another guy that comes out and he says, let me tell you about the history. Let me tell you about the history of the monetary reform process, because that's basically what we're doing right now. Holy cow. That was a beautiful thing because that was also part of what we told the family. That there would be pictures, there would be descriptions, and there would be the history so that the citizens would understand what the heck just happened to our currency. Look, way back then, when we first started with our currency, and then here's what happened when in 2003, and then the most important part has been played, in my opinion. That's enough of this recording. You see, there are many places where 12 is going to 9, and where 9 is going to 6. For those of you that are students, you understand me. For those of you that don't, that's the process of eliminating 3 zeros. It's from trillions to billions to millions. That process, when we showed you what they were doing as far as the grants, the loans for the college kids, if you apply that formula to that, it makes sense. But without that 12 to 9, there was no logic at all in the way it was presented to the citizens. The citizens themselves said,
What good's that gonna do me? Oh, when you live, okay, there you go, whatever. And and I found it to be important, and I wanted to bring it to you all. Also, what you heard about the 25Ks and how they're being removed and why they're being removed at this time, I felt was also important to share with you. This next recording is only 8 minutes long. I'm not going to play it all, maybe about 3 minutes. Please enjoy. Manny, oh, hold on, let me put him on speaker. Manny,
Frankie,
how you doing, buddy?
how you doing? Are you talking to me? Forget about it.
Forget about what's your mouth with you? This better not be the CBI. Is this Iran?
No, I ran. I'm not gonna run.
You're not
I ran.
gonna
How
run.
you doing, buddy?
Doing good. I've been busy with my dad today, but I heard that you made a post about something. What was it?
Well, very huge stuff basically, and looks like it's more confirmation that really we might see something. I mean,
What
the
is?
time frame that we.
Is it from the CBI? What's going on?
No, this is the Trade Bank of Iraq.
Okay,
Trade
go
Bank
ahead.
of Iraq.
Okay.
They come up with the three separate kind of announcements for their customers, for their own customers. One of them basically is very interesting. They're stating that they're going to start suspending some basically operations or activities because they're trying to do inventory basically, which is I don't buy that. One of them is you cannot basically withdraw cash starting on Thursday at 11 o'clock in the morning, Iraqi time. You cannot withdraw cash from there. On Sunday, which is will be the 29th, I believe. On Sunday, they're going to suspend all the wire transfer and all the deposits. Basically, on Sunday, you cannot deposit cash and you cannot wire transfer. That will be suspended. On
Sunday?
Thursday, which is this coming Thursday, huh?
Thursday to Sunday?
Yes.
But that
So,
has nothing to do. I was thinking, well, maybe it's because it's Christmas, but they don't care about Christmas. Then I was thinking, well, maybe it's about the New Year, but that's even before the New Year. What? They're going to angry a lot of people. How are they going to get their money? And why are they doing
So
this?
this is absolutely so. I mean, like I said, I know about the banking and everything. I'm not that expert, of course, but probably Angela will know about this too.
Yeah.
When the bank be going to do like the accounting process, let's say by end of the fiscal year, like I know in the U.S. the fiscal year starts in October, which is Iraq starts on January. Now, by the end of every fiscal year, I know every bank they do their accounting, they do the paper, they do, but I never seen a bank shutting down the cash. You cannot withdraw cash. You cannot deposit cash.
I got it. Oh, this is very puzzling. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is very interesting to see because it never happened before. And then if you go back to last year, I never recall this kind of basically action from this bank or any other bank. The only things that we know, only Iraqi Stock Exchange, they closed earlier, about 4 or 5 days, which is that's normal for the holidays and everything. And then some banks, they basically would use their banking activities to do this kind of inventory, whatever they're doing for the accounting. But the key point to all of this, we all know that the system in Iraq is very sophisticated and they're Basel III compliance. We all know that. And we even heard that their system is way better than the U.S.
Yeah.
So for you to take all this time,
supercomputer,
that tells me that you are like your system is really not good, which is that's not the case here.
No, it's the opposite.
You're about to introduce the lower denominations. You're about to change the rate, so you don't want to basically mess up for this one because I never seen. I mean, for you to close your bank this time, but not to go to the ATM and you're going to be able to withdraw cash on Thursday. That's very huge. I mean, it never happened before.
Never.
You and I and everybody did this investments for so many years. I never seen this pattern before. This is a different pattern. Yes, you close for accounting. You don't even close your offices, but they're suspending everything. And this is lining up.
I'm pushing pause because do you understand? This is unusual. It's a break in the pattern of the last 11 years. Shit, we've never even seen a budget released. Never. So to have that one being released is interesting, but this is a pattern in which the CBI is involved in this process, through their banks. Citizens cannot withdraw, they cannot deposit, they can't touch their money, nada, until the 5th of January. Why? Because, well, dude, that's not right. We're going to go crazy. Well, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Why don't you just go ahead and use your ATM machines? For what? Withdraw your pay. I can? Yeah. Wait a minute. The banks. Okay. Will the banks be closed? How am I going to get into? Do you use the ATM machines? You mean the ones outside? I'd rather go inside. Those are nice machines. Frank 26 showed them to us. They were really nice. Remember? Yeah. No, we're going to be open. What? Okay, wait a minute. The bank will be open. What, y'all going to be working? What you doing? Well, anyways, so the banks will be open, but I can't go into the bank to get my money, right? No. But you want me to instead go to the ATM machine. You mean the ATM machines that you showed me when we went to class? You said that I can wire transfer money outside of my country now to any part of the world with those ATM machines, or at least that's what you told me. Pretty soon I'll be able to do that, right? Is that the ones you want me to use? Yeah. Because those are all set up. Yeah. I got Max Syndrome here. This Arab, this image here. It talks to me and it tells me, you'd like to make deposit. That's pretty cool too. How long did you guys work on those ATM machines? Years. Software in there is for the new currency you're going to give me pretty soon. Yeah. These ATM machines are. You want me to use those, right? Yeah. As of when? Today, Thursday. Until when? January the 5th. So the banks are open. You guys are working. You're doing something. And you want me to go into the bank and use the ATM machines that are in there because those have been set up a long time ago. This is a nice process. Frank 26 calls it the lava flow, huh? Yeah. You guys are doing something. Nope. But this has never happened before, and it's so unprecedented, and it's so loco en la cabeza. How can you open up the bank and you tell me I can come in, I can only use the ATM machines, but I can't do anything with my own money? What's up with that? Now, obviously, you guys are doing something, a little crisscrossing there, You're doing something, right? You're not just cleaning the bathroom floors. This is a complicated procedure. You've never done it before. And it's complicated, right? Why in the world would you do it, over the beginning of a new year? To say math? Right? You didn't change. Oh, did you change something? Because then it would make sense why you want me to use the ATM machines that have the software of the new stuff, and you guys are setting up the inside of the banks with the new stuff too, right? Oh, I bet you are. No comment? Okay. And that's why this whole call is, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Please listen to the rest. Continue. Override.
Exactly. Remember when last month I brought in, they said the month of December they're suspending all the loans, all the application for the loans is all suspended. Yeah. And this is the same government-owned bank. By the way, this is H Bank. We all know that. So this 3 different announcements for the citizen. It's very interesting, and they're shutting them down basically on Thursday. But here's something to think about too. Why don't you just suspend everything at the same time? Why are you doing, for example, that? It doesn't make any sense to me too. And in our part, you suspend the cash withdrawal on Thursday, but the wire transfer and the cash deposit to be suspended on Sunday. Why don't you do the whole action for one day? Because it tells you there's something fishy here, there's something going on, in my opinion.
You're doing something.
What the guy told us in those interviews and all this kind of stuff that they got the order, they're about to do it. So I do believe they had to do this part, in my opinion, maybe, because that's the only way to do it. Because remember, they have to do it like that interview that I translated. They said that we have to pick the right timing, and this currency committee of the CBI, they have to set a date, and that date has to be basically very convenient, and has to be one of the best dates, so that way it does not interfere with everything. So this is basically lined up very nicely. The 26th ISX is going to close. On Thursday they're going to start stopping everybody to withdraw cash because they might load maybe those ATMs or low denomination, whatever the case is. But definitely it's very interesting, and this is out of the patterns. And I'm not sure, you might correct me, but have you ever remember last year something like this happening?
No, if it was more towards the end, like on the 30th to the 2nd or something, when they would normally do their accounting, their inventory, their closing of the books, and restarting for the next fiscal year, but not this early in advance. And then to cut off their funds completely. I mean, wow, something is up, something is going on, and I pray. Gosh almighty, I pray it's the introduction, like you say, of the new small category notes.
I mean that's the only things I can see, and the rate has to change by 1/1/2020 based on their, what they told us, like fiscally it has to be around that time. But the Central Bank of Iraq, technically they can really, in my opinion, show us the rate around that, basically starting next week, because again, this is the right timing. Everything is suspended. Everything is shut down, and now is the right timing for you to show everything. And it's not going to cause any panic, any troubles in Iraq, because remember, everything is suspended anyway. You come back Monday, Tuesday, the new year, and you're going to start going all the way down till the 5th. And it's very interesting that they're coming back on January the 5th, which is the TBI, even though we know the 2nd, it's not holiday.
Yeah.
They get only 1 day holiday. So this is very interesting too for you to come back around that around that time. So
thank you, Manny. I'll look it up. I'll go in the forum and I'll read the article and everything, and I thank you because, gosh darn it, another pattern that is unusual. This one's not broken, but it is unusual, and that's what we do. We look for those. Thank you, my brother. You going to have a good Christmas? So, interesting conversations with interesting thoughts. At least I hope you found them interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to play just a little bit of something that you didn't know about. This occurred on Monday. On Monday, when we do our live stream, I horse around. I sing. Well, I pretend I sing. And in the beginning, so you have to fast forward all that garbage. But oh, you're sweet. But the beginning part of where I was singing, if you fast forward the first song, I think it's around 12-minute mark, 13, 14-minute mark, somewhere in that ballpark. And Delta came in. But no, not too many. Only the people that were on listening to my singing were able to hear this. I'd like to share just a little bit of it as well, too. Let me see how I can get this thing to work here. Hold on. Oh, dear me, Jan. Is it muted? But I think I'll still see. Oh, yeah, I'll still see. 12, 13. It was around the 14 time?
1446, it looks like.
1446?
Yeah.
No, don't be making that horrible noise. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. It's at 14, 27, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And Delta came in and surprised me. He said he wanted to tell me something, so I decided to go ahead and just put it on our
Here he comes. On our live stream, as I was
Putting
singing.
you on speaker, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're live, go ahead.
Oh, you're live? Oh, okay.
You want me to take you off speaker?
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. That's okay.
I miss you, by the way. I miss you, by the way. I thought about you a lot today, but my life is just, Joel, so jam-packed, and I just ran out of time. It's good to hear your voice. Talk to me.
Oh, I miss you too, guys. I'm busy too. You know, everybody has things to do, but I completely understand. I went yesterday to chat. Actually, I told some of them yesterday about something about the education committee of the parliament. Supposedly, in the budget 2020, they do have a grant for Iraqi students, and that was, I mean, when I saw the numbers, it made me really very smile and start laughing.
You know what, family? I don't want to waste no more time. This recording actually starts out by him talking about what I already played to you in this other recording, about the grants. And I think it's the same topic.
Because the amount is going to be $30,000 for the grant for students.
Wait a minute. Wait, I got to record this.
Yeah, that's what that was. So, anyways, if you want to go back, because it's about maybe about 12 minutes long. And in the conversation, Delta brings in other topics which relate to what we're going to talk about today when I read you our Fireflies report straight from Iraq. But like I said, I don't want to waste too much more time because I'd have to fast forward it. So if you're interested, you know where it's at the very beginning of Livestream, right after the first song. Now, let me see. What was I doing? I forgot. Oh, I was with you. What are we on? UBTube, Jen?
Yes.
And, oh. And I think I got it coming back up here. I think it's going to come on. If you can help me with it, I appreciate it, Jen. In the meantime, no, baby, if you can help me, because look, it's shut down. Alrighty, family, let me get back to now what we were doing. Oh, gee whiz, you know what? My files are in that phone, right?
Your text.
Holy cow.
We could shut it down and.
We have to shut it down, don't we? And create a new recording? It can't be done with another camera?
Yeah, but you still have to shut it down. You can't transfer from one.
But what I'm saying is, are we going to shut down this YouTube? Really, Jan?
You have to do a second one.
Oh, for crying out loud, baby. That's not what we want to do, is it? Family, I am so sorry. Oh, dear.
I can try and flip the camera and you can go to your text message. I don't think it's going to work though. I think it's going to shut it down anyway.
Man, I feel bad about this. Before we shut it down, let me just talk to them a little bit. You see, my files from our Fireflies are in the phone that I'm using to broadcast to you right now. We're going to have to shut it down and turn on YouTube with another link. I'm so sorry, so that I can read to you what's in that file. But before I do, allow me to say something to you. You know how I mentioned 12 to 9 to 6? That's what's going on right now, in my opinion. This whole call is in my opinion, correct? Oh, by the way, Happy New Year and happy day after Christmas. Now, in my opinion, that's what's going on right now. Because right now, with the CBI, and for that matter, we can include the GOI, with the budget. Right now, it's all about the accounting. It's not about coming up with a rate. It's not about coming out with a date of when they want to do it. It's about getting the rate perfect for a date. I hope that makes sense. Because you know what? At this time of the year, for those of you that own businesses or do accounting work, at other places, you know very well, it's always about the numbers. It's always about the numbers in accounting. And that's what's going on right now. Now, you've heard me many times say to you, as I talk to our fireflies, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you got to stop. Now, that was a theme when it first started out, and here's why. Think back with me now. Look at your notes. It was on a Sunday. The governor of the CBI, comes out and he says, "Hey, you know those small category notes? Yeah. You know the purchasing power? Yeah, we're still doing it. Oh, okay, that's nice." Then the following day, I don't know who put it in the Iraqi citizens to do this. I really don't know to this day. But the following day, after Allah came out and said, "Oh yeah, we're doing the monetary reform," the following day, what happened? The citizens decided to protest. And who put them up to that? I don't know. I'm not too sure. But obviously, it can't be somebody good. It has to have been Iranian influence. But just like the Democrats who think that what they're doing is going to be good, it backfired on them. Well, the same thing. The protesting that was created right after Allah said, "Yeah, we're still coming out with the reform." Right after, the next day, whoever put them up to it, it backfired. Because the citizens of Iraq got what they wanted by protesting. We didn't get what we wanted. In my opinion, shoot, this thing should have been done sometime around the end of October. But for whatever reasons, protesting, huh? I don't know. So, and then okay, so that was a Sunday. Hey, I no forget. Okay, thank you, Allah. Okay. The following day, Monday, riots. The following day on Tuesday, Allah back on TV. Hey, citizens, hey, calm down. You see these trucks leaving the green zone? Guess where they're going? They're leaving the CBI? Guess where they're going? Guess what's in them? Huh? Now, I'm paraphrasing, but he said they're loaded with funds and they're going to unknown destinations. Hey, it doesn't take a genius to figure it out, Allah. You just told them the day before what you're doing, and now you're telling them that this money is moving out to their banks? But for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, the citizens of Iraq they got it in them to protest. Now, that sort of retarded, slowed down the lava flow, the monetary reform, because it was at that very same time, the following week, or the following 2 weeks, I expressed in my opinion, oh my goodness, they're delivering new small category notes with the receipt. And you got the receipt, you got the note. Okay, there it is. You know what the receipt is? You guys did everything, didn't you? Yeah. Did you were certified, licensed, everything? You went to the meetings of the CBI. You're all set, right? Yeah. You're internationally ready to go. Yeah. Okay. Well, shoot, you qualify. Here, give me the receipt. Now you keep the schedule because you got to follow the schedule. But nobody knew there was going to be riots or protesting. I should say protesting. I'm sorry, not riots. Now you got to factor that in. Shoot, it happened right when we told you that. Oh yeah, look, and Allah tells you, and then we tell you that, my opinion, ice cream is coming. Huh? And what are they doing? Fighting. And what I say, and that's why I started this little story. What I say at the beginning, guys, stop. Hey, calm down. No, and they didn't, and they continued to do what they did. And the last time that I was with you, what did they do? They burned the crap out of everything that they could find. Holy man, it don't matter. He's Iranian. Burn it down. Okay. Maliki, burn his stuff down. Burn it all down. Okay. And then they lined up bulldozers. Can you imagine? You ever see that program called Gold Rush? I think that's what it's called, Gold Rush. Where you got Parker and that guy that curses every other 5 minutes, that Dutchman. When they line up all of their bulldozers and holy cow. Can you imagine? the citizens felt no one's helping us. We took this on our own. But I felt that when it was going on, I thought, oh my gosh, the timing, guys, no, the timing is wrong. But you know what? It wasn't wrong. It was perfect. Look, eventually my attitude changed, didn't it? And how did it evolve? By me saying, you know what? Knock yourself out. Do what you want to do. Go ahead and vent. Remember I said that? Go ahead and vent. Just be careful, stay low. And they did. And then the last thing I told you is that, boy, did they vent. They burned everything down. Let's go to Parliament. Why? There's the remaining Iranian jerks that are in there, the same jerks that are coming up with their own candidates. Why don't we just go bulldoze the whole Parliament building? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Get rid of all the cockroaches, I said, right? That's the only way. If not, they're always in the crawl spaces, right? Right. This protesting, as much as I said to myself, oh no, we don't need this. You see, citizens, it's got to work with you. How many bazillion times have I said, you got to have confidence in your currency? They do. They do. They know what's going on. Well, you got to have confidence in your government. Nope, they don't. And that's where, okay, time out. Daddy, get in here. So daddy shows up. And as soon as daddy shows up, boom, boom, boom. Everything fell into place. Kurdistan, okay, 140. Article 140, we cool. Yeah. Why the hell didn't you say that the last 11 years? Because we got a deal. What'd you get? Can we say? It's not 17% in the budget no more, is it? We got a lot. We got a lot of the budget. We're happy. Okay. And then what happened after that? All of you, you want demands? No. All of you, give you demands maybe 10, 15% sometime in March next year, huh? Really? Really, Marty? You beyond stupid, man. You just pissed people off. And Daddy, ambassador, I call him, he was there. Our guy is there, Pence. So what did he say to you in your ear? What did he whisper in your ear, huh? What was told to the rose that caused it to all of a sudden unfold, huh? Well, I guess get your ass out there and tell the citizens you're resigning. I am not. Yes, you are. I am not. Yes, you are. Oh, okay, I am. So he goes out there and then by miracles and miracles, huh? And you say you can't walk on water, huh? The next day after he said that he wasn't going to give him anything, the next day he said, I resigned. 72 hours. No, dude, you already resigned. So the citizens said, yeah. And they got more excited. It only really added more gasoline, not water, gasoline to the fire. Because they got all fired up. And that's when they got the bulldozers, and that's when they started to knock things down. Protesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I have gathered you here together. I could be doing something else. I have gathered you here together to tell you that the protesting maybe is something that you need to consider as a factor for the budget to come out without a rate. Now, I'm not sitting here changing my mind. Shoot, no. I still say the budget comes out with the rate, and it's supposed to. I ain't heard nothing different. But if there's any reason for any delaying, wouldn't you agree that the only reason is, I told you, we looked, and I told you the only thing we could find was this protesting. I didn't think it was going to get to the point where it's gotten. And while they were protesting, the CBI was telling them, no, we're still doing it. Hey, no, we've been ordered to do this. Oh, no. We said, what more does the CBI have to say? That's why the citizens have no problems with our currency. They got a problem with the GOI and the leadership. And that's why when Daddy showed up, everything started to change. But the protest still continued because Daddy showed up. And the moment that your big brother shows up, oh, look who's here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit you again. Because you know that you can. So they lined up by the green zone. You got my back? No, just going out there. No, you're not coming with us? No, we're retreating. Okay. But you're not going to stop us? No, go ahead. Go have fun. Okay. We'll be right back. Protesting, maybe delaying the introduction of the budget with the new budget. Oh, excuse me, with the new rate. Yeah, I can see that. But delaying the budget itself, no. No, not at all. No, let the budget come out, even with the program rate, because of the writer in it within the HCO. The budget and the numbers need no calculations. The budget and its numbers that were recalculated over and over ago a long time ago, they're ready to roll. I mean, the budget and the rate that they have picked for it, it's inevitable because it was done a long freaking time ago. You don't just come up with it now. But, and they have been telling the citizens that it's going to come out for them with all their demands, which only can be done at a new rate, not at a program rate. You know that. So the issue is, like I told you last time we were together, come here. Come here. Come here, citizens. I said last time we were together, the question is, how much more time do you guys want to protest? Remember I said that? Let me know when you're done. Because if this protest continues, the powers to be, Daddy, ain't got no choice but to adjust it. It's called a mid-course correction. Got no choice. Ain't got no problems with doing it either. None whatsoever. And you know why? Why? Because it's got to work perfect. If it fails with the citizens, and it is right now, it's not going to work. You see, the citizens right now have very little faith. They have no faith in their government. And they believe that their government is only going to fail them again. So if I was in charge, yeah, knock yourself out. Because I already got the turkey. I already got the stuffing. I already got the cranberry. Cranberry can stay cold. It don't matter. I got everything else. I got the corn. I got them green beans with that what is it, that fake onion stuff they put on top. You know, this is so good. Yeah, I hate onions. But got salad, got everything ready. Go ahead, knock yourself out. It's not like, I got to make it all. Just don't, not too long and come back. Don't want it to get too cold, do you? For that matter, you don't want it all to spoil, do you? If it spoils, oh my goodness. I don't even know if they'll start it all over again. The people, unfortunately, listen very carefully, KTF Kona. The people, unfortunately, in my opinion, the Iraqi citizens, unfortunately, created, in this case, their own delay. They created their own monster that they have to kill. But but when it's all said and done, when me and you look back at this years from now, we're gonna say, remember when they were that, we were that close, and we were that close, and what they do? They go out there and make a mess. Oh my God, you kidding? And we were that close, right? Okay, and then when they stopped, okay, they did it, but remember, we were that close, huh? Well, you know what? They were right to do it, and nobody else was doing it for them. Nobody else could do it for them. And that's why Daddy's backing off? Yeah. And giving them time? Yeah. Willing for any delay if it's necessary? Yeah. Do you think there's a delay, Frank? Not that I know. January the 1st is going to be rather exciting to see the budget. I just want to see the budget. If I see the budget, you know what else I see? What? I don't care. You know what else I see? The writer. Well, that's true. If you have the budget, then you have the internals and the internal workings of the budget, and all that they've done. And you could see HCO this in here. Oh my goodness! How are they going to pay that in a program rate? Now you see this. It's called a writer. Any rate that would be introduced after such and such date would be retroactive and go into effect. That's pretty smart. Yes, it is. So you see, family, I don't care about the rate. I care about the flow, the process. If there's some kind of a hiccup, if there's some type of a reason where they say, no, we're not going to bring out the delay or the budget, oh, that would disturb me greatly. And I expect the budget to come out with a new rate. But if it comes out without the new rate, well, you've got to be fair about it. You guys done? No. When you're done, let me know, okay? Because I got something for you. And the citizens of Iraq know this. Don't worry about it. But they want us to finish. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter how long we take. We're still going to get what we want. Okay. But I still say, get it over with. Yes, you were right to do this. The United States of America cannot interfere and come out as the victor of removing Iranian influence out of your country. No, you, the citizens of Iraq, you must retake your own country, your own government, your own currency for a new direction that we are pointing at. And you're doing it, Iraqi citizens. And you know what? Me as an investor in your currency, so I can get a capital gains return. I don't need to be that selfish. I don't need to be that vain. I don't need to be that obtuse. You guys are doing good. What nobody else did, you're doing. Not bad. Not bad. And trust me, Daddy likes that. Why you think Daddy ain't interfering with you in Iran? Why you think that he ain't doing nothing to Iran? You're taking care of it. Mr. Frank, what? Iran got together with North Korea. No, not North Korea. Iran got together with China and Russia, and they got their boats out in the flotilla, and they're out in the ocean, and they're all out there together doing naval exercises. What? So, well, maybe we should be concerned about that here in Iraq, because the military force of Iran, dude, they got maybe like about 4 or 5 little small yellow submarines. You know, they got bathtubs that they float mainly. That's about it. Put those 3 together: Russia, China, and Iran's naval military force. Put them together, okay? Now have. Oh, hell, they'll bump into each other and sink each other. They're not what you think they are. Those 3 nations, their navy sucks. Why do you think they're getting together and trying to come up with something? They don't even coordinate with each other properly. They hate each other. They try to show off to each other in these exercises. And look who it is. Look who it is. The same 3 that nobody invites to a party. Nobody invites to a family reunion. Every time there's problem, if you just look over your shoulder, I'll bet you it's probably Russia. Is it Russia? No, it's not. China? No. North Korea? Yeah, it was North Korea this time. It's the same ones. And it's the same bozos that are getting together pretending like, we got this naval fleet. It's a comedy routine is what you guys are doing out there. No, the United States of America cannot interfere with what you're doing, Iraqi citizens. And it was well calculated. Ever since Iran, hit Saudi Arabia, it was calculated. And to be honest with you, if it's needed, the United States still won't do anything. Um, Netanyahu is going through some stuff right now, and I think he's like a bee's nest. Iran, don't do anything stupid. You'll rattle him. Israel will hit you. They're dying to hit you. But you citizens are doing good. Nobody needs to hit anybody. We need prayers for each other. And you citizens, we pray for you. Continue. It costs so many lives of your Iraqi citizens. But what you're doing is making a difference, isn't it? You're about to get a new government. You're about to get a new currency once you settle down with this protesting. You also have unity. I mean, to see the Shiites and the Sunnis, the Kurds all together against one common foe, well, that's good. Yeah, reconciliation like that is extremely important, especially in the Middle East. I see that you guys have protested. Oh, who gave you that idea? Boycotting? Oh, I wish Trump would have thought of that. So you guys started to boycott Iran's products. You don't use their electricity. You don't use their food. You don't use their clothing, their oil. Not bad. And now you're doing the same thing that Donald Trump is doing in America. We're now getting these little tags that say, made in USA. Made in USA. Oh, I'm sorry. Made in USA. So what you guys got? Made in Iraq. I noticed that. And it worked. Within about a month, you guys protested not only their presence in your country, but their products in your country. And it is devastating them because most people are following the sanctions and the boycotts that Trump has put on them. You do have a few that are not paying attention. For example, India. Thank you very much. India, really? Well, we don't got nobody else. We need oil. Did you ask us? No. Why did you ask Iran? Cheap. Discount. You get top value stamps with it. SNH grants stamps too. No, you don't. Well, so India is one of the few that are actually still working with Iran. Stupid. But, and it bothers us, India, that you're doing that because you also have some nuclear proliferation, don't you? But citizens of Iraq, you go, you go protest, you go boycott, you go kick their asses out of your country. That's fine. And nobody's going to hurt you, by the way. And you know that too, don't you? That's why you're taking advantage of the situation. And you know that the budget and the new rate will still be there when you come back, right? Okay. Are you done? You're not. No. Let us know when you're done. Yeah, boycotting is killing the living daylights out of the monster called Iran in Iraq. Yeah. Faith in the government of Iraq is being born because they're building their own government. Faith in the currency of Iraq has already been given birth because of the education process. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to read you Firefly's report, Eddie's report. So I'm sorry. How many we got? Oh my word! Look, Jen, almost 1,700 people. God bless you all. Now this ain't a complicated thing. You see, this camera that I'm using, live broadcast right now. Unfortunately, my notes are in there from our fireflies. So I have to turn off this UB2B. And there's gosh, I hope you all come back. And by the way, can I please have thumbs up? I found out today that if you are not a member of my forum, ktfalways.com, if you're not a member, you should be. I found out today, somebody called me and they said, hey, Frank, yeah, I cannot give you thumbs up on your UB2B. Sure you can. That's it's down in the bottom. It's got a little thumb. It's blue. It goes like this and thumbs up. You go, no, I don't watch you on UB2B. Whoa, what? That's impossible. No, I watch you at dinarbozo.com. Why you watch me at their site? I don't know. I don't know. I'm lazy. No. And so, why can't you give me a thumbs up? Because when you go down, when I'm at dinarbozo.com and I go all the way down and I try to give you a thumbs up, there is no thumbs up. Because what you got to do is, what did he say?
Click on the YouTube button and it'll take you to youtube.com and then you can click thumbs up.
Say it louder. You got.
So if you're watching this video on another site, you shouldn't be. No, just kidding. So if you're watching it on another site, click the YouTube button on that video and it will bring you to youtube.com and then you can click on the thumbs up and give Frank a thumbs up on the YouTube video.
Okay, please, pray, please. I appreciate it. I thank you kindly. Now, what we're going to do is say bye-bye. And I hope you all come back. Please come back, okay? And I'm going to read to you Eddie's report and our other fireflies. And I'm going to give you some information that I haven't. Okay? Are you having fun? Are you learning some things? I hope so. This won't take long. I'll see you probably in about less than 3 minutes. Bye-bye.
Go get a piece of cake.